This is from David. Hi David, I am going through major changes in my life at the moment. I'm leaving my business, potentially painful with resentment against partners, yet I'm okay. The thoughts rise their ugly heads sporadically, but I bring it back to now source. How do I stay without slipping into time? He sent me a picture of me being stuck on YouTube, like something like that. Looks funny. Just see that it's the nature of thinking, and it's the nature of response. If somebody treats you inappropriately, it hurts, and your mind has thoughts about it, and your mind tries to fix it. And the problem with the thinking mind is it's taken up too much space. So often the thoughts get addictive or repetitive because the mind thinks it's in charge of the whole system. The mind is the head. Literally, the mind is the head, but it thinks it's the boss and it rules. And so it's always actively trying to fix situations and fix things. So my advice to counteract that, but that's a natural organic process that happens. Like that's what happens in the human being. Then what also is added in there is that when you feel separate, you feel like that's who you are, and that if you don't get away from the pain of your losing your business or leaving your business, if you don't get away from the pain of that you're going to lose freedom. So what our mind does, or what seeking does, is it believes that pleasure is freedom and that pain is suffering, and that it's always got to be in pleasure. So that's an added, and that heightens it, and it makes it more extreme. So it makes it more desperate for you to get away from the pain. And basically, my suggestion on the human level is to come back to what that feels like and just allow it to be there. Like, it's horrible business. I had quite a bad experience with business like 3 or 4 years ago. And it's really nasty when people take advantage of you through business. Or greedy or steal or whatever it is that happened. And it really hurts. And that's normal response to have pain from that. So just go to the place where it hurts. I think with me it was like the heart and the solar plexus, and maybe also the sacral chakra. Like I felt afraid of them. And I also at points felt helpless, like I couldn't do anything, like you can't win sometimes in these situations. And then it also hurt because it was people I knew, so I loved them, and it felt like they were rejecting and abandoning you when they do that. Not so much abandoning you, like they're forgetting to see your talents or your gifts. So they're kind of like pushing it away or shutting it down. And it's just being with that and feeling that. I don't know if that's how you feel, David. Your chakras might be different. It might be your root chakra, it might be your throat chakra. And there was also anger in the solar plexus as well when it happened. And it's just sitting with that, and that's where it is. You just allow that to be present. That's part of being human. You know, some things go your way. When your business goes really well and it's going really well with all your colleagues, you have really positive feelings in your body. And so it's just the law of life that when it begins to go badly, you've got difficult feelings in your body. The problem is, the suffering is the belief that that's who you are, that you're this person that they've attacked and you're this person that they've offended, and that you believe that's you and it's inside your head, and at all costs you mustn't feel the pain of it. So you try desperately to keep your attention just in the head and to not feel that pain and to try and sort it out in the head. So then what your mind does is it imagines you, and it keeps imagining scenarios and how to fix it or make it better for you or look better for you. It's a natural process to an extent to try to fix situations and to imagine how to fix them. But when you believe that's you, it just becomes too intense, too much. It takes over the whole system. So my advice on the human level It's just to get to friendly with those feelings, just allow them in. The anger, it's okay to be angry with people. It's okay to feel rejected by people. It's okay to feel afraid of people. It's not about enlightenment or getting there or being free of all that pain. That's all to do with seeking. It's just letting it in and seeing your humanity, your vulnerability, that it is painful to be a human sometimes. And then eventually, when you feel ready, if at any point, but you don't have to do this, you can begin to put them into the positive. So you can begin to vibrate on what it is that you want to happen in your relationship with them. And you can begin to invest energy in imagining what you want on the positive level. Like you want harmony or peace, or you want to stay working there. And just allow that to rise up in the chakras and to send positivity through the body. This is very healing for the chakras. But the whole time knowing that on the ultimate level, none of this brings you to freedom. Freedom is right here. When you're totally identified with being a person, you're normally up here imagining and thinking the whole time. And then as you become less addicted to being someone, you get more sense of the body. And then finally what begins to happen is you expand beyond the body. So you still feel the body, but your essence doesn't feel like it's anywhere. It's everywhere and nowhere. Thanks, David, for your question.